When I was 25, I found myself lying on the pavement of a parking lot in Los Angeles because I thought my life was over. 3.5 years before that, I dropped out of college. I moved to Los Angeles and I joined a rock band, which is every parent's dream. Well, we got signed to Sony Records. We thought that was our big break, our one shot, our dream come true. They came to us and they said, all we need is a hit song and we can launch you. So I got to work. I wrote song after song and I would show it to them and they would say things like, no, that's not it, we're looking for something more like this. So I'd give them something more like this. And they'd say, no, that's not it, we're looking for something more like that. And so I'd give them something more like that. And back and forth we'd go. Until finally they'd say, maybe that song. We were excited about a maybe. They put us in a recording studio with a hit producer. This guy had multiple hits under his belt. If anybody could get us there, it was this guy. We were living the dream in that studio, recording that hit song with that hit producer. So when we showed it to Sony, we were so excited, and they said, no, that's not it. Are you sure? Maybe you just need to hear it again. Maybe you just had a bad breakfast. Well, back to the drawing board we went. More songs, more maybes, different producers. It was like that for 3.5 years. And at the end of those 3.5 years, Sony came to us and they said, you know what? It's not working out. We're letting you go. And they closed the door. And when they closed that door, all the other opportunities that we thought we had, they closed their door as well. Which is why I found myself lying on the pavement of a parking lot in Los Angeles thinking my life was over. Because that was my one shot and I missed. Or so I thought. I was frustrated. I gave them everything that they asked for, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I had this vision in my mind of where we would go, and we didn't get there, so that was the end for me. I thought that was it. I thought it was a big waste of time because we didn't reach our final goal. It didn't arrive exactly how I wanted it to. Well, as I sat there, as I lay there on the parking lot, a song popped into my head, and I had to hear it. So I peeled myself off of that pavement, and I moved myself over to that car, and I listened to this song by Coldplay called In My Place. In my place, were lines that I couldn't change. I was lost, oh yeah. I was lost, crossed lines I shouldn't have crossed. I was lost, oh yeah, yeah. How long must you wait for it? Yeah, how long must you pay for it? Yeah, how long must you wait for it? For it, yeah. As I listened to this song and the rest of that album, Rush of Blood to the Head, I was able to finally vent my emotions, release them, give them their time in the sun. They were bottled up. The frustration, the jealousy, the depression, the anxiety. The music helped me release it. That's why I call these songs part of my power playlist. They're songs that inspire me, and I add them to other tools as well. All the things that help me de-stress, to help me vent emotions, like even going outside or getting exercise, or all the physical outlets, all the different creative outlets like cooking, all these things. Well, by having my power playlist ready, all I had to do was press play when I was down. That's the key. When you're down and out, where do you go to bounce back? What's your power playlist? Well, as I finally freed myself of these emotions, I was unshackled by them. I could think freely. I could let my mind soar and wander. And I started to realize what I'd learned from all this. It wasn't a waste of time. I'd gained so many invaluable lessons. I learned how to launch my own music career. I didn't even need a record label from that point on. I'd watched Sony do it. And that's what I did from that point on. I launched myself. I produced my own music. It changed everything. And in this moment, I ended up writing a song that launched my career. This is the song that changed everything for me, because I was no longer writing for Sony. I was writing for me, where there were no wrong answers. I just wrote what I wanted. And this is the song that came to me. Now, this is a song that, as I pass it around, a little funny side note, this is the song that Celine Dion almost sang. She loved the song. She wanted to sing it. She told me she wanted to add it to one of her albums, but it never fit any of them. So it didn't happen. Instead, I sang it myself, and it launched my career. I ended up recording this song at Abbey Road Studios. So I'm going to show you that recording right now. And I can finally hear the bells. They ring as they wish me well. When I take your hand, and this is a story as old as time, and now I can say it's mine when I take